This video is going to show you how to do your project for 11 General. So for part of the project you have to make this on Tinkercad. This is your circuit. It's got 10 different parts and each one of them is labeled then here. So for example, one here is the breadboard, your oscilloscopes, and all of your different parts. So let's get started. So once you're in Tinkercad, you need to click on circuits and then create new circuit. And while we wait, look, the first part that we're going to need is the breadboard. The breadboard is this big piece here. So when I look here, there's a small breadboard. There's no big breadboard, so we need to search. So in here I type in bread and here's my breadboard. So I click, okay, my breadboard is in. Number 2 is my oscilloscope. So I've got 2 of these. So look, OSCILLO. Again, I just type it in here. So my oscilloscope. So I've got 1 and 2. And when I look at my oscilloscopes, I'm going to do the wires after. Okay, so I'll do the wires at the end. Number 3 is my piezo. So in here again, P-I-E-Z. Oops. So P-I-E and piezo. And we'll just put that in here for now. Number 4, and I've got 2 number 4s, look, one down at the bottom and one up on top. These are the power supplies. Okay, so again, you can just type it in. So if I type in power, and look, it's down here in other components, power supply. So I'll put one up here at the top, and I'll put one down at the bottom. Okay. So next is number 5. I've got a 1 ohm resistor. I've got a 5 ohm resistor and a 1 ohm resistor. So I'm going to put in these resistors. So I'll start with number 5, the 1 ohm. So yeah, 1 kilo ohm, sorry, 1 kilo ohm. Sorry, I'll just change that here. It should be kilo ohms. There's another one down at the bottom here, so 5 kilo ohms. So I'll get another one. And I'll put this down at the bottom. So this one is 5 kilo ohms. With this resistor, look, what I'm doing is on my keyboard, I'm pressing the R button to rotate it. What you can also do is click it and press this button here. And this one goes in over here somewhere. So don't worry too much about the position yet. So that's number 7. That's the 1 kilo ohm. Number 8 is the op amp, so operational amplifier. So again, if you type into your search, even if you just type in op amp, okay, operational amplifier, that goes in here somewhere. Again, don't worry too much about the position now. Number 9, the polarized capacitor. So in here, P-O-L-A-R, P-O-L, polarized capacitor. And again, you can just use your rotate button here. This one is like down here somewhere. And the last thing is the function generator, this piece here. So F-U-N-C-T, and here it is, and I'm going to put this over on the side. Okay, so I have all of my parts in here now. The next thing that I need to do is I need to connect all of the wires. So what we'll do is we'll start with the the first piece here. We'll start with number 2. So number 2 is my oscilloscopes. So you can see here on number 2 I've got a black wire going to the minus, and the same one with this, I've got a black wire going to the minus. So let's put them in first. So black wire going here to the minus, and same here, black wire to the minus. Okay, we've then got a red wire, so my red wire goes down and it joins in beside number 7. So it goes in beside my 1 kilo ohm resistor. Now if I look at this resistor as well, look, it's joining to the second leg of this. So I'm going to move my resistor so that it joins with the second leg here, and then I'm going to join it with a red wire back to this. So I move this, as you can see, I've moved it over to here, and then I need a wire coming from this piece, and I click, going back to this, and I'm going to color it red. Okay, and from this one then I've got a red wire coming down, and the red wire is joining to the same one as here. So if I look up on the top, 1, 2, 3, in 3, that's where I put my red wire. So on the top, 1, 2, 3. So in this line I'm going to put my red wire. Okay, and that's the two of these joined up now. Okay, the next part we're going to do is we'll do this red wire. So from the second one to the positive, I've got another red wire. So from the second one to here, I have another red wire. We'll just do all of the red wires first, seeing as it makes it a little bit easier. You've got another red wire here on the top and on the bottom, and these are in the middle of the breadboard. So if I look at the breadboard here in the middle, I've got a red wire here and a red wire here. Okay, so that's these two red wires. I'll do these ones next. So I've got a red wire going from the red here into the positive, and I've also got a red here going from the bottom to the bottom, and I've also got a red here going from the positive into my power supply. So I'm going to put in the 3 of those. So a red one here going into the power supply. I had a red one going from the top to down here, and I also had a red wire going here from the positive in like this. Okay, so we've only got these small few wires left. Okay, I've got this red wire which is joining the second one to my 5 kilo resistor. So from number 1, 2, beside this resistor, it joins to the other resistor. Okay, so from here, I join to here. Now you can see here, look, it starts here and it ends here. And I've also got this red wire here, which goes from number 3, the third one, into the positive. So from the third one into the positive. And I think I have one more red wire. Yeah, so my last red wire goes from the red here into this leg of my capacitor. So from the red here in beside this capacitor. Okay, that's all of the red wires finished. Let's do the black ones next. So we've already got these two finished. We've got a black wire going from the 1 kilo resistor into the negative. Then we've got one coming here, the same as my red, on the top and on the bottom. I've got one coming from here into the negative, and I've got one here from negative to negative. So I'm going to put all of these in at the same time. So let me just check it again. Yeah. So from this resistor here into the negative, I have a black wire. I had one going here on the top and on the bottom. I had another one over here going like this. And I had one going from the negative here into the negative here. Okay. I have two more black wires. So going from the negative of this power supply, it goes into the fourth leg of this. So from the negative here, it goes into the fourth one here. So I do the same. So from the negative, and if I want to bend my wires, I just click, and it goes in here to the fourth. And my last one then goes from the negative here into the negative here. So you notice all of the black wires are all the negative ones. So I've just gone around my capacitor here. Okay, last piece, few green wires, and that's it then. Yeah, so I have a few more green wires to put in. So the first one I'm going to go is from the third one here, beside this resistor. So from the third one, I go to beside this resistor. I'm going to color it green. Okay, I'm just going to move this resistor up one as well. The next green wire I'm going to put in is going from my 5 kilo up to this leg on my 1 kilo. So from my 5 kilo up to here. And the last green wire I have is going to go from this leg on my piezo to the same as this one on my resistor. I'm actually missing a wire here as well on my piezo. Yeah, so on my piezo I'm missing this red wire here. Forgot about it. So it goes into the positive and it's red. Okay, that's all of this piece done. There's just one little mistake I think I have. Yeah, and my mistake is this capacitor. So if I look here, my capacitor should be over beside this one. Okay, so I'm just going to move the capacitor and I'm going to move the wire. So I'll move the capacitor and the wire I will just delete and I will put in again. Okay, so that's all the parts for this project.